Hello, Gemini. It's DJ with DJ Star Tarot with a bonus reading for you. Thank you so much. For the week, June 24th to June 30th, we had 7,928 views. And therefore, you get a bonus as a thank you. I really do appreciate you all. And I'm so glad that you come and view my videos on a weekly, monthly basis. I really do appreciate it very much. So let's see what Tarot has for you. If you're new, please hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. We have the Six of Cups. So wanting something to go back to the way they used to be, wanting some improvement in some areas, you know, however this relates to you, Gemini, that's how you're going to apply it, okay? Because it can be different things to anybody, right? So wanting some type of improvement, wanting some harmony, but also I do feel like, you know, with the Six of Cups, you kind of want things to go back the way they used to, whether that be you, within you, around you, within a relationship. I do feel like now would be an awesome time for you to be creative, get into some kind of creative work. We have the Sun card. Really good card to have because, as you know, that's all about success and that's all about happiness. Maybe you're wanting things to go back the way they used to be because you were happy. So you're thinking, reminiscing of a happy time here, which, you know, I can totally relate to. Wanting things to go back for when you were happy, when you felt joy, when you were able to, you know, really express yourself and really enjoy life, okay? So I do feel like that. Some of you may be even, you know, going back to a previous employer or some place or, you know, state, city, town, country that you felt at home, where you felt good. I do feel like there is prosperity around the corner, and if you're looking for employment, that is coming around, that is going to happen soon, okay? Let's see what else we have. We have the Three of Pentacles. And with the Three of Pentacles, this talks about enjoying what you do, okay? Enjoying the things that, like your job or the things that you do, okay? Things are going to get positive for you, Gemini. If they haven't already, they're going to get positive. If they are already good, things are just going to be really well for you. And you're going to be like mastering a skill. All right. You're going to feel like you've achieved something. You're going to feel like you've achieved success. This is just really good all the way around. So I do feel like already with these three cards here, Gemini, things are going to start to look really good for you. I am getting there might be some type of collaborations. Maybe you're going to be meeting somebody. What else? What else does Gemini need to hear now or do July 2019? Okay. Wow. We have the Seven of Cups, okay? You're seeing a potential in a situation and it's making you really ambitious and you're just like, yeah, that's where I want to go. Now, the Seven of Cups can be so, you know, having many options to choose from, but it also is getting lost in the decision process, right? Because you may be overthinking something. It's also talking about you may be feeling overwhelmed because you may have too many choices to choose from, all of that good stuff. And this, you know, mainly to narrow down your focus so that you can make the right decision that's best and true for you, okay? I am also getting, maybe watching where you put in your money or who you trust with your money for some of you. What else, Spirit? What else is Gemini need to hear, know, or do? What else is Gemini? Whoa, okay. So we've got several cards come out. We have the Five of Swords. So definitely there's going to be some challenges here. We have the Tower. So with the Five of Swords, I do feel like some of you may be feeling like a little unstable right now or not feeling stable, you know, having some kind of instability. Some challenges for sure. Not sure about something or someone. Not sure about some decisions. Conflicts, maybe if you're working, there might be some unfairness at work, some lies. Again, I'm getting be careful who you're trusting here. But you got the Tower, and the Tower comes out and makes these changes happen for us, whether we want them to or not. But it doesn't necessarily mean that there's changes, right? This could be arguments at work. Maybe you're starting to hate your job, or relationships come to an end. This could be a lot of things, suddenly changing for you. Maybe getting a sudden insight for some of you, But really, actually, really, it's like going with these changes. You need to go with these changes. Let's see what the next card is so that we can really see what the message says. Okay, so again, Spirit is like throwing all these cards out, and I'm really apologizing here that you cannot really see all of the cards that are lined up. Here we go. So, stability. So, yeah, definitely some of you moving house here is what I'm getting when I see these cards. But also I'm getting, having boundaries. With the Four of Wands, it talks about boundaries and stability. Also, you could be celebrating something. Business will start to go well after these changes, okay? So really narrowing down your focus here, right? Being careful who you trust. There might be some issues going on here that's not really stable. That may bring some challenges. Here, we're talking about there's going to be a change. Could be a change of house. It could be a change of jobs. It could be a change of a lot of things here, but it's bringing a move that's going to bring stability, that things are going to get well. You have the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Wands here, I'm sorry. I wish we could move this back a little, so give me a second. Here we go. Now we can see better. So now we have the Ace of Wands, and that's bringing you this new beginning, right? That's being creative. I've mentioned that you should do something creative. That's being creative. A good time for you to start something new, whatever that may mean for you, knowing that you have the ability to do that. You have the Lover's card. Having to make a choice about something. We do have the Six of Pentacles, and again, we talked about how sixes bring improvement, it brings harmony. You started out with the Six of Cups, and then you have the Six of Pentacles here. Okay, so to me, that's telling me that there is going to be some harmony. You're going to have harmony. You're going to see some improvement going in, but you're going to have to make a choice here. And maybe that is from the options that you have and narrowing your focus here, okay? And maybe having that decision of whether you want to trust this person or not. You will have this new opportunity because the Tower is bringing change to you. Now, when we have the Six of Pentacles, Gemini, the Six of Pentacles talks about, accepting help when needed. Knowing that work is, your work is going to get better. Your finances are going to get better. You're having more than enough money coming in. There's going to be a pay increase, maybe getting a bank loan or something, right? But whatever it is, it's fair. You see, we have this here saying that it's going to be balanced out. It's going to be fair, whatever the decision is, however this relates to you. Okay, Gemini. Let's get one more card for Gemini, please. Let's get one more card for Gemini. Spirit. One more, please. Card Spirit. I really like how things are working out here for you, Gemini. I mean, I do feel like you're going to have that success in that partnership. Something that you're going to enjoy doing. There is going to be a change of house for some of you, change of jobs, change of location. But it's going to bring a new beginning with this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is all about, again, that new beginning. Good time to start something new business. It's just like offering you a whole new life, okay? Some of you may just be disappointed with an offer that comes your way. Oh, okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, and that's going to be the center of your reading. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, that just tells me that, your finances are going to be improved. You're going to be more independent. You're going to be very career focus. But remember to stay grounded and to stay calm in the midst of all of these changes and having to make a choice and having to move or start a new job, learn something new, and mastering everything that, master the skills that you have, that you're going to be learning, okay? Because I do feel a lot of you will be learning something here, whether it is an experience, a life experience, or a whole job situation going on, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for you. I need to shuffle for a second. Thank you, Gemini, for your donations, and for those of you, to those of you who purchased private readings today, I really enjoy doing that for you. I do appreciate all of my Geminis out here. I really wish I knew you in person. Please clarify, Spirit. Please clarify this reading for Gemini, July 2019. Why is the Six of Cups here for Gemini? Why is the Six of Cups here for Gemini? Why is the Six of Cups here for Gemini? Oops. So the cards are just flying out by chunks. That's just an indication that you may need a reading. Okay, here we go. Let's see, what do we have? We have the Ten of Pentacles. So, going somewhere, you want things to go back to the way they used to be, with the Ten of Pentacles, having that financial success or that really, strong business relationship, just being able to live happy and enjoying and being able to give. As you see with the Six of Cups, he's giving her flowers. You were able to give gifts because you were at a point of financial stability. And, that could be very true for a lot of you. It just depends, how far back that is. Why is the Seven of Cups here for Gemini, please? Why is the Seven of Cups here for Gemini? Why is the Seven of Cups here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the Seven of Cups here for Gemini? I'm telling you, you guys, y'all need a reading. I'm getting some of you just really need to be strong and be patient because this change is coming if it hasn't already happened for some of you. And others of you, there might have been a challenge or so, and you may be going through some challenges, but that's only because, it's not that you need to be tested anymore or need you to be stronger, but it's also saying that just need to be patient and have confidence here. Now, what we're clarifying here is the Seven of Cups, and it's funny that we did get the Seven of Cups again. We have the Three of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and then the Two of Swords. So definitely not being able to make a decision here with, having the Two of Swords being here. Now, with the Three of Wands being here, that just tells me that, you're looking out and you're like, if you're applying for work, I've been applying for jobs, and you're waiting for them. You're waiting for them to notice you, right? To give you that opportunity. Others of you, if you're not looking for a job, it's like you're waiting for all of your rewards that you put, or you're waiting for the rewards for all of the efforts that you put out, right? I do feel like money will get better for you. And you will be noticed at work for those of you who do work, and you will feel proud. And those of you who are still waiting, because I feel like either you're waiting on a decision or you have to make a decision, it's still you're waiting, okay? And some of you will gain that initial success like immediately after that first choice that you made. Others of you, you're moving in the right direction, but you may need a little bit more planning to see if that's going to be working for you, right? Again, some of you may be waiting on a decision here with that Two of Wands, or the Two of Swords and the Three of Wands, and having that Seven of Cups in the middle, clarifying the Seven of Cups. So you're going to have to be making a decision shortly, okay? You will have to make a decision here. Now let's clarify the Five of Swords. Why is the Five? Why is the Five? Okay, like all of the cards are just literally falling out of my hand. Why is the Five of Swords here for Gemini, please, Spirit? Why is the Five of Swords here? Clarify the Five of Swords for Gemini. Clarify the Five of Swords for Gemini. Clarify the Five of Swords for Gemini, please. Spirit clarifies the Five of Swords for Gemini. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands clarifying the Five of Swords. And the Nine of Wands is feeling worried, overburdened, concerned, having anxiety, almost to the point where, you know what, you're like, I can't win for losing, you know, I can't win. I don't know what to do, and you just really want to give up. Others of you, there might be a lot of tension at work, and you're just like, I don't even know what to do here anymore. Like, you may be looking for work, and you're not hearing anything, and it's a little frustrating to you, and I'm getting a sense of that's a challenge, you know, of course, and you're feeling it you're not feeling stable because you're going through all of these challenges, and it's really draining to you. Why is the Tower here for Gemini? Why is the Tower here for Gemini? Please clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower. And I know that it's really hard to stay balanced, to stay grounded, to stay calm and positive when you have so many obstacles in your way or so many challenges. Sometimes it's an eye-opener where we have to just kind of look at things from a different perspective and take a different route, you know, plan something different to accomplish our same goal. Maybe we're not looking in the right direction, or maybe we're not doing the things that we thought was going to be beneficial for us, you know. There's so many things. It can mean so many things, right? It all depends on your situation. Why is the Tower here, Spirit? Please clarify the Tower for Gemini, July 2019. Clarify the Tower, Spirit. Okay. So we have the Temperance. So the Tower is going to come in and bring you balance, because that's what the Temperance is all about, right? She's about balance, and she's, you know, sensible. And the Tower comes in and says, okay, we're going to change things, but we want you to be still in all of this. We want you to remain balanced. We want you to look deeper at the issue or at the situation, right? And that's what that's talking about. As I mentioned before, having to do things different and seeing things from a different perspective, because the Tower comes in when that's needed, when we're not seeing things clearly. When the Temperance comes in and brings in that balance and is you know, forcing us to look at things from a different perspective, or look at the situation deeper, we are then called for justice. Once we do that, then justice brings in that balance and brings in that fairness and that equality, right? And brings in the harmony, right? And that's what this talks about. That's what's clarifying the Tower, okay? The Temperance and the justice. Knowing that things are going to work out in your favor. It's going to be fair, but remaining balanced, remaining calm through that transition, okay? Let's clarify the Lovers. Let's clarify the Lovers, please, Spirit. Clarify the Lovers for Gemini. Why is the Lovers here? Okay. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups, and then we have the Four of Wands. So you're going to have to decide whether you're going to move house or not. You know, what are you going to do for stability here? All right. Doing something that's good for you, because with the Ten of Cups, no matter what decision that you make, it's going to be happy. It's going to be emotional bliss, right? You're going to feel like this was the right decision to make, to move house, to change jobs, to change that situation, whatever that may be for you. You know, let's go ahead and clarify the Three of Pentacles. We might as well. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Why is the Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? Clarify the Three of Pentacles. All right, Three of Pentacles is having to choose it's clarified by the Two of Cups, and that's partnerships, right? Your collaborations and partnerships here. So I do feel like that is something that's going to be working out in your favor. And when we have the Two of Cups there, that's something that is going to be compatible to you. Why is the Four of Wands here? Spirit, clarify the Four of Wands for Gemini. Clarify the Four of Wands for Gemini, please. Clarify the Four of Wands for Gemini. Clarify the Four of Wands for Gemini, please. Clarify the Four of Wands for Gemini. I do feel like you're going to be going through a transition. There is going to be an ending to a situation that's going to allow something new to come in, that's going to allow the success, the happiness, the joy, the self-expression, the freedom that you're wanting. But it may be required you to leave a situation that's not working for you. And that's, again, why the Tower is coming in. Look at things from a different perspective. Look at things from a different, deeper point of view here, Gemini. And that's the message I'm really getting here, is you're going to have to really sit down with yourself, meditate, clear your mind, and look at the direction you're heading and ask why there's so many challenges, and kind of like write these things down. That's why it's really important to have a journal, so that you have one for gratitude and you have one for your life situations like these readings, and you pull out what really resonates with you, and you write that down, and you write the date down, and you come back to it, because when you do that, then you'll look at other messages that were there that help you with that last message, if that makes sense. Why is the Four of Wands here for Gemini Spirit? Why is the Four of Wands here for Gemini? Why is the Four of Wands here for Gemini Spirit? Why the Four of Wands? And I really feel, Gemini, that you're really just wanting some harmony. You're really wanting the improvement in your finances, in your life in general. I kind of feel like you're just kind of tired of always having to worry and have this anxiety. We have the Six of Pentacles, and that is talking about money is coming in. You know, you're going to have more than enough. It's clarifying the Four of Wands. So if you're planning a move, or you're trying to figure out how that's going to happen, know that you're going to have enough to make that happen. And it's going to be fair and work out in your favor. Things are going to work out of the blue, and you're just going to be so blown away by it that you're like, you're speechless, because that's how blown out. That's just how you're going to feel. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Gemini, please? I do feel, though, that if you change jobs or move, this is something that really is going to work for you. I feel like it's going to bring you to a point of how you used to feel, as far as emotionally, like stable, being stable, being happy, being able to enjoy your life. Once again, Gemini, these cards, I'm telling you, clarify the Six of Pentacles, please, Spirit, for Gemini. Clarify. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? I also feel like if you're in a partnership, it's like you want to have that balance and that equality there. So you want to have that equalness, right? For some of you, you may be feeling like you haven't been putting your fair share. What's the Six of Pentacles here, Spirit? Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. Some days these decks want to talk, and other days they don't want to. Like it's just something else. Okay. Okay, so we have the Sun. So see, we have the Sun in the beginning, and then we have it in the end. Clarifying that Six of Pentacles, knowing that you're going to have enough, knowing that you're going to be okay, you're going to have that success, that joy, that happiness. Know that everything's going to work out good for you. And again, prosperity is around the corner. That job, that offer is around the corner. It's just a matter of being patient. And I know you're probably saying, okay, EJ, how much patient can I be here? Let's just see what other messages we can get for you, Gemini, with this other deck, okay? I know this reading's pretty long, but you're the only ones that are getting a bonus this week, so you're well-deserved, right? Well-deserved reading. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, what other messages does Gemini need to hear, know, or do, please, Spirit? What other messages do we have for Gemini for July 2019? What other messages do we have for Gemini for July 2019, Spirit? This is a new deck, and I've been using it on myself, and it's been so accurate. It's unbelievable. Okay, so we have the three of batons, right? And again, with the three of batons here, this talks about understanding understanding your situation, right? And evaluating it. As I mentioned before, that having that deeper look at the situation. And this three of batons is saying, understand that, right? And gain the perspective you need and increase your knowledge about that situation, right? Know more about it, because I feel like, Gemini, the Tower and the Temperance and the Justice being there saying that, hey, Gemini, we need to look at this at a deeper issue. That's what the three of batons is saying. Understand what is ahead of you. Understand that you may have to tweak your plans a little bit, or go about things a different way. So gaining a different perspective there. I love how tarot speaks. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else that Gemini needs to hear, know, or do, July 2019? Okay, so we have the Hermit again. You know, this is amazing, because the three of batons is saying gaining that perspective, right? Understanding your situation. And then now we have the Hermit. And the Hermit is here to say, look, we need you to meditate. We need you to stand still. And we need you to find yourself in this situation. Find your identity in this situation. Find that understanding. When they say identity, it's like finding the understanding, and so that you're not beating yourself up, worrying, and have anxiety about whatever situation may be at hand, whatever, you know. And I know that it's easier said than done. Trust me. I know a lot of you have been looking for work, or unemployed, as am I. In a difficult situation or relationship, and you're like, okay, well, how am I supposed to even be able to think clearly when all of this is going on and I don't even know? I have so many challenges. We have the 9 of coins here, okay? You're almost to the end here. This is fulfillment. This is wisdom. This is triumphing over all the obstacles, over all the challenges, and having that initial success. Now, I don't know what else to say to you, Gemini, other than we have 3 different decks. We have the Sun. We have the Sun saying how wonderful and successful everything's going to be, and how everything's going to balance out and be fair for you. We have the 3 of batons, the Justice, the Temperance, and the Tower, telling you that we need to change things. This change needs to happen, so you gain a different perspective, gaining that knowledge, gaining a different perspective. Here we need to go within, standing still, and figuring out what perspective, how do we need to see things. And then when you do that, you triumph over all obstacles. And then you get success and you're fulfilled. Like, is this not amazing here? After you gain that initial success, after you do all of the things that you're needing to do, you know, meditating, taking that time, so you clear your head, you let go of that stress, you let go of that worry and that tension, and then you're like, I can breathe, and I can see, and I can, you know the direction I need to go in. But you're not able to do that when you're in a situation of not seeing the situation, or not seeing the situation clearly, and not being balanced. You have the Pope here, okay? And the Pope is telling you, look, Gemini, accept the road that you're on, okay? Be in agreement with the universe, right? Stay balanced, and know that the path ahead of you is going to bring peace. Because there is a path that is good for you, and that path is going to bring success, it's going to bring joy, and it's going to bring peace, it's going to bring harmony, and it's going to bring improvement. But first, we got to gain that different perspective, right? That's what this is talking about. Some of you are really feeling lonely and dissatisfied right now, maybe even bored in a situation, not happy with where you're at. I get it. Trust me. Gemini, I'm a Gemini as well. I'm right next to you. So let's see what the Soul Tree Oracles have to say. And then we will end our reading. But I do feel like, after we take that time, that standstill moment, and go deeper within ourselves, we find the answer, and then we gain that knowledge. We see things from a different perspective, and then we go with the changes the Tower brings. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels. Clarify this reading for Gemini, July 2019. Clarify it for Gemini. And when we do that, we get that success, we get that initial happiness, we get that joy, we get the prosperity. But it's not until then that we'll see that and receive that, right? We have to be in alignment with the universe. And if we're not in alignment and we're out of balance and stressed and worried, we're look at this, detachment. Take a breather and step away from that situation, right? Look at the situation from a different perspective, because it's become overwhelming to you, right? And when you do that, allow things to happen naturally. So detach from that worry, from the stress, from the anxiety. Detach from all of that. Detach from the noise. Find that peaceful time. If you have 4th of July off and you're able to just take that time and just breathe. Okay, seriously, breathe. Then things will start to change for you. You'll see that, and you'll feel it, okay? Know that whatever energy you put out is what comes back to you. So detaching from that stressful energy, detaching from the energy that is coming back to you, because that's all we're doing. It's like, a circle. It just keeps connecting. It doesn't go outside of the circle, and it's the same thing over and over and over again, because that's what we're putting out. We're putting stress, anxiety, worry. So seeing it from a different perspective, gaining that inner knowledge, and allowing our wisdom to guide us, our intuition, then we gain that initial success. All of the cards are speaking to each other, and that's what it's saying, okay? And then when you do that, okay, when you release everything, right? When you release all of that, you detach it, then you're going to take action towards that right direction. Then you're going to take action towards the sun, towards the prosperity, towards the success. And allow the universe to guide you and reconnect with spirit. And when you do that, okay, then that's when things will start to get moving for you. Right now, they're just kind of at a standstill. Look at this. They'll start to flourish. I mean, the reading is amazing for you, Gemini. That prosperity, that sunshine, all of that is there. It's there. It's at our arm's reach. But what do we have to do here, Gemini? We have to send the energy. We have to send out positive energy. We have to shift that. We have to detach from the worry and the stress and the anxiety, right? Once we release all of that that's not working for us, we allow the universe to come in and help us, right? We allow ourselves to go with the flow, connect with spirit. We take action towards our abundance, towards our prosperity, because now we see clear. Now we're not trying to see through all that dust and dirt. Now we can see clearly. And now we see that, we need to take action. And once you do that, you start to flourish. Once you start to flourish, that success, that prosperity, all of what we're working hard to do, all of what we're trying to accomplish becomes our reality. All right, Gemini. Thank you so much again for having so many views each and every week. I so greatly appreciate it. And I can't wait to put out your next week's reading. Have a safe 4th of July.